In this video, I interview Kyle Watson, who is the Vice President of Marketing at Celsius, who just confirmed a multi-year sponsorship at Ferrari. We dig into the details of the contract, any connection to Lewis Hamilton, and what they're going to be getting up to this coming season and beyond. It's a great one, so enjoy.
Celsius has just confirmed a full global partnership with Ferrari. You and the team must be incredibly excited about working with one of the most legendary teams in motorsport.
We are thrilled, and just, to expand the partnership that we had started with Ferrari in 2024. So really last year we got to, kind of get a feel for the partnership, and the brand is such a great alignment with our brand, being a premium energy drink brand that really, helps people live fit and provides premium ingredients to do so. It's been such a great alignment in general, and just to be able to now extend that as we extend our international expansion and bring the property sponsorship across the globe is going to be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Can you tell us how long the contract's for?
So it's multi-year, but not a set year number yet, but definitely multi-year.
Okay, I tried. Now, obviously, like you said, you sponsored Ferrari for the American races last year. And this global partnership comes just after the big Hamilton news that he's moving to Ferrari for 2025. Did this help seal the deal at all?
It did not. I mean, it's incredibly exciting, and we're came after. It was not something that had any impact. We absolutely have loved working with Ferrari as a brand and are excited to work with Charles and Carlos. Even just coming off the shoot with them last week, they're both great, and such a great authentic fit for our brand, and they love the product. So it was not something that was part of it.
Yeah, Charles and Carlos, they're great guys. What are you learning from this sponsorship as a brand? It's never just promotion of a product, I feel.
Absolutely. So I think that's extremely important for us, and that's important in everything we do as a brand. There needs to be a very robust 360 marketing and activation around it, and an authentic tie to what that partnership is, meaning that we extend the brand across everything. So everything from the activations at the races, obviously the branding assets on the driver, the cars, but integrating our product into everything is extremely important, because that's really at the core of everything that's important to our brand and to our consumers, is really driving what our product is and what it helps our consumers achieve and what it helps our athletes and drivers achieve. So really it's, the ability to really live fit in everything you do, and being able to integrate that product into the pits, with not only, it's not just the drivers either, it's really, the entire team behind the scenes as well. So that's something that's exciting for us, is seeing that there is this much more robust ability to activate and to create the emotional connection to the fans of Ferrari.
Yeah, I love it. So Hamilton dropped his personal association with Monster late last year, I believe. Have you had any talks with Hamilton or any of the drivers, the current Ferrari drivers, about a personal sponsorship? Is that something you would be interested in?
We're really focused on the current opportunity with Charles and Carlos, but no specifics on what that looks like. Really, what we wanted to make sure we were doing is extending our partnership with Ferrari and the team, and really, like I said, we have this shoot, so I had the chance to meet them, and they had a chance to really interact with our brand in a much bigger way. So that was exciting, and I think there's always more to come on that front.
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari has such a large value. But is the team's performance something that you are wary of? Does it affect how you view the sponsorship? Does it change at all if the car's at the back of the grid, for example?
I think for us, I mean, everyone likes to win, but this is really our ability to dive in as a brand into, Formula One, and with the team that we feel we really align with. And we typically are a brand that gets behind anybody we work with in a more authentic way. And it's not just about winning. It's really about helping them work as hard as possible to get there, and providing a premium beverage to do that. I think that that's something that, it's win or lose. We're still in it, and we're in that partnership with Ferrari as a true authentic partner. So that's really what we're valuing here.
Is there some sort of, we talked about the collaboration with drivers and whether there's going to be a personal sponsorship, but will there be kind of any kind of product collaboration with the drivers? Can we expect, a Charles Leclerc special flavor or something like that?
I mean, it's a great idea. We're always getting creative as a brand, but don't have any details on exactly any of that type of activation, but it's always something that, we're able to get creative with.
I want to talk about Red Bull and Monster because they are the main competitors on the grid. I think the difference between Celsius and those two companies is Red Bull and Monster are traditionally known as being quite unhealthy. And Celsius is obviously very different. You, as a brand, you promote health, premium ingredients, like you said. Now, Red Bull and Monster are at the moment absolutely massive companies. But do you think this era of that kind of company is going to be coming to an end? And do you think it's going to be replaced by something along the lines of Celsius?
It's hard to speculate. I think where the category is going and where all of CPG is going is people are really they're looking at what they're putting in their bodies, and they're doing their best to make the best decisions possible. And I think consumer preferences are changing and the category is evolving. I think going more into sugar free. We've seen that especially in the past few years, really taking over where sugar used to dominate the category. So I think there's, we're continuing to watch the category evolve and everything evolve. Really, we look at all categories when we're looking at these trends because it's really being driven by the consumer and some of the macro trends that are, affecting everything in CPG, really.
Yeah. I mean, these energy drinks have grown ridiculously through things like sports. Red Bull is almost the perfect kind of case study of marketing through high adrenaline sports. Is this kind of a case study that you guys are watching?
Well, Red Bull, I mean, is amazing. They have done incredible, as we all know. I mean, I think we don't necessarily just try to compare ourselves to competitors as much as we're really trying to build our brand in the way we see fit and the way we want our consumers to align with the brand. So essentially, at the end of the day, a product is just a product. It can be replaced by any other product, really. There's not anything proprietary in it enough to not have it be copied somehow. So I think what it is we're striving to create a brand that people really see as an extension of themselves. And that has to be so unique to every brand that builds a brand. Because if you copy another brand, it's really not anything that is going to be impactful and differentiate amongst the greats like Red Bull. So.
Okay. Can you give us a teaser of anything to come? Got any fun events, anything kind of special lined up this season?
We have a ton. So like we talked about, we activate it at the races and we do, really full 360 across everything. So we invite some of our big brand partners and athletes out. So we get a really cool collab between whether it's an athlete. So we recently sponsored the MLS as a partner. So we, have some soccer players on our roster. We do a lot in combat sports. So we have, Dustin Poirier, Jake Paul. So I think what we're really looking at doing is kind of bringing together some of our greatest, big bets within our marketing and some of our partners to come out to some of these races and maybe looking at doing some kind of collab. I think that could be really interesting.
Have you got any plans to look into any kind of motorsport leagues, I suppose, focusing on Ferrari?
So we do have other partnerships, not as much with the full property. So we do have some drivers within NASCAR. So there are some other places we play in motorsports, but really we're focused on Ferrari and Formula One for this year and beyond as a really big bet.
Can we expect some NASCAR drivers being connected with F1 drivers?
I love it. It could absolutely come into play. We love a good creative collab. And I think that, at the end of the day, a lot of the, really anybody, whether you're an athlete or, a drivers are athletes, but basically like whatever sport you're in, there's always, I think, a great synergy when you bring the best in class together and create some kind of collaborations.
Are you feeling optimistic for Ferrari? Have you got a message for the drivers going into the season?
I am so optimistic for the drivers and for Ferrari. I think I mean honestly the message is just for them to continue to do what they do best and what we know they have as potential and continue to live fit in everything they do.
Love it. Have you seen the car? Because I know the reveal's tomorrow. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. Nope.
Oh, I was hoping to get some insight. Damn. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah.
I appreciate you're incredibly busy.
Oh no,
So,
it was great speaking to you.
yeah, thank you. And enjoy Italy. I wish I was there.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.